Did you ever do the morning announcements at school?
One time.
I did them religiously.
I want you to recite the lunch menu that we were having on the intercom.
What do we have today? Okay, today we'll be having meatloaf, green beans, and chilled peaches with cold milk.
Cold milk.
With cold milk. Cold milk. With cold milk. You know you're doing it on purpose, baby. That's a water. That was worth it, baby. Hey.
I would like to hear some Ricky Rose.
Fuck.
What you do though?
What you want to hear?
I bet you finna play it. I want to hear some Justice League.
Why are you so funny? Justice.
Oh. That's exactly what I want to hear.
This shit is highly sophisticated. I just make it look easy, nigga.
Hey,
follow me.
Just me and my boss.
Pinky rings and things that come with my wonderful job. What is your favorite Rick Ross bar?
Bar?
Baby, I'm the only one that pays your car note. Can you put this on the floor?
For sure, it's very cute. What kind of bag do we have?
It's Brandon Blackwood.
This is a Brandon Blackberry. This is a Brandon Take Two action.
Shop.
This is a Brandon Blackwood. You bitches could never be ready for fall like my sister is ready for fall. You see this motherfucking oversized crop top sweater v-neck situation, bitch. You see this jeans that you don't see it, but you wish you could, cause it's hugging them curves real nice. You see this orange cement? It's giving forest green and fall, autumn, burnt orange. Bitch, you could never creep into fall like this. It's literally, look, the last summer was yesterday.
Wow, it appears it was.
My sister cracked into fall like you hoes. Tiptoeing in her motherfucking You really snapper. That's what I gotta say about that.
My sister.
Look, and she had a little burnt orange.
It's a light tap, and she got a little.
They just showed them the burnt orange real fast.
Okay, goodbye. I'm gonna focus on driving now. 10 and 2, kids.
Jordan, you so crazy.
I could never grate this much. Ain't enough elbow grease in the world. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
I think you've heard tonight two very different visions for our country. One that is focused on the future, and the other that is focused on the past, and an attempt to take us backward. But we're not going back. We can chart a new way forward. And focus on what we can do over the next 10 and 20 years to build back up our country by investing right now in you, the American people.
It's a dub.
Okay, so here's what I came here to ask y'all. Am I a fake ass bitch? And I asked because, like, okay, so Katy Perry and Doechii, they just came out with a song. I'm his, he's mine, right? And as soon as I turned it on, I was like, because it's a sample of Gypsy Woman. She's homeless. She's homeless. And I was just kind of like, okay. All right. Like, I feel like, honestly, sampling Gypsy Woman at this point is like the equivalent to sampling like Bum Bum by Sister Nancy. Like, we've bummed enough. Like I think Chica used the Bum Bum sample really smart post Life of Pablo. Like, after Life of Pablo, it was like, stop using this sample. It's finished. Close the curtain on that. But Chica did it on her album Samson. But it wasn't, the whole song was not, like, the beat was not sampling Bomb Bomb. There was just this one part.
Walked into the label and told him what's gonna come. Nothing more iconic since Diddy the Bum Bum. I'm gon' eat up.
And I was like, first of all, bars. But second of all, yeah, that's a really smart way to do that. That's not like redundant. Or when you think about Gypsy Woman, I think T.I.'s Why You Wanna is such a smart flip because it has nothing to do with the original song. Like, thematically, genre-wise, like, it's just completely different, but a really great song in its own right. Whereas, and I mean, I do like Georgia Smith's, like, sample of it. Like, I like all the samples of it. It just feels like, I'm not like, whoa, you're sampling that. It just feels like it's the thing to do, is sample, like, she's up. So for me, I think it's just interesting to feel like a fake ass bitch because I can call a song like but then when I hear it in a different environment, suddenly it's my favorite song ever. So yeah, I really do enjoy all that to say, I really do enjoy the Katy Perry Doechii moment. I do. It does feel like a TikTok thing. It does kind of feel like we be drinking the Kool-Aid by going up for these songs. It does feel a bit formulaic. But I will also say, on my way home from yoga, I played it 5 times, back to back.
I'm appalled. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so basically, I went to the farmer's market last weekend. I don't know if I told y'all this. I went to the farmer's market last weekend, and you know, I eat hella blueberries. So I was tasting all the samples, and one of them, I was just like, oh yeah, like, these are good as shit, like, out loud. And there was a guy also tasting the samples. He was like, these shit's good, right? I was like, yeah. I was like, do you know which one the one I just tasted is? And he pointed me to it. So I was like, oh shit, thank you. So I ordered a pound of those berries, but I had to wait because they were counting out his shit first. This man ordered 7 pounds of grapes. Like, so of course I was just like joking him about that because, like, what the fuck? But you know, we just started talking. It was easy to talk to him, and for me, I'd be like, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because like, when you feel really calm talking to somebody, like, when it's easy for me to be charming and funny, like, sometimes that means I don't think the person is that fine, because like, why am I not nervous? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so after they finish counting out like his 5 million fucking grapes, I'm sorry, he asked for my number, and I was like, sure. I met him that Sunday, and then by, let's say, that Tuesday, he called me, and we had a good conversation. Like, we talked for like 40 minutes. Yeah, the only thing that was weird about talking to him on the phone was like the end of the conversation. So he mentioned something. I don't know how we got on the subject of like discipline or like body type or anything, but he like said at one point, like, yeah, like, you would never look at like an overweight person and go, wow, that person is so disciplined. And I was like, huh. So I was like, I wonder if this guy's like a health nut. And you know, I like health. Like, I like, you know, keeping the mind, body, soul aligned, like things like that. But I don't like gym nuts, health nuts, like body type health nuts. Like, no. So I was like, well, I don't know. I was like, my perspective's a little different because I'm a girl. Like, I can't really look at somebody's body type and decide if they're like disciplined or not, because there's so many reasons why someone's body may look the way that it looks. And sometimes people who are really fit, I can't even say that they're super disciplined, because I don't know, like, everybody, but especially women, can be so prone to like body dysmorphia and bulimia, anorexia. Like, sometimes it can become a fit look by any means necessary type of thing. So you know? I wasn't turned off by us finally having a thing we didn't agree on after a 40-minute conversation. It was just the nature of what we weren't seeing eye to eye on, which is like discipline and body type don't always go hand in hand, but whatever, right? So I was like, well, yeah, we set a date to go hiking that Saturday in the morning. And I was like, okay, well, that's great. Like, I'll see you then. I actually need to like walk my dog, so I'm gonna talk to you later. And he did one of those like, oh, like, you don't gotta lie and say you gotta walk your dog. You could definitely talk on the phone and walk your dog at the same time, but I understand. No, I'm just joking with you. I'm just joking. And I was like, oh, Lord. I'm like, well, I'm not an octopus nigga. Like, I gotta get the leash. I gotta get his poop bags. I gotta get him in the vest. Like, we've been on the phone 40 minutes, like, whatever. So today, this morning, we meet up to go for a hike. Once you realize you're not vibing with the person, you can't like pretend like your house is on fire and just get up from the table and leave like y'all are on a hike. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we got to this one spot. It was like in front of the Hollywood sign. You could see it really well. And he wanted to like take my picture. And I was like, oh, nah, I'm not really in a picture taking mood. Like, I'm sweating, blah, blah, blah. But he kept like pushing the fucking issue. Like, he was just like, no, you look perfect. Like, take a picture. Like, you gotta capture the moment. I was just like, nah, I'm good. Like, I really appreciate it though. Like, I'll take a picture of the sign. Like, I appreciate the view. He's like, one day you're gonna have kids. They're gonna be like, oh, I know my mom was bad when she was 29. I wonder what she was doing when she's 29. You gotta show them a picture in front of the Hollywood sign. And I know that I can be mean, so sometimes I think I overthink it, but in my head, I'm like, nigga, I've seen this fucking sign a million times. Like, I don't want to take the picture. My kids will see a picture, like, you know, like, my mom and me have taken a picture. Like, I don't want to take a picture. I'm covered in dust right now. I don't want to take a fucking picture, but he keeps pushing it. These girls ask if I can take their picture. I'm like, sure, I take their picture. And she's like, do you want me to take one of you? And I'm like, oh, no, I'm good. He's like, oh, don't worry. She's covered. I'm going to take her picture. I was just like, no. Like, it felt like a whole, like, 3-4 minute long thing until he finally, like, dropped it. But he had, like, a mood about him that was, like, hella disappointed. He was like, yeah, I think I'm just big on capturing the moment because I didn't used to. And, like, now I just think it's so important to just capture moments. I'm like, yeah, I'm big on capturing moments. I think I do it, like, I probably overdo it, like, videos, pictures, like, you know, I'm like, oh, but when for you, since this is a recent thing, like, when would you say you really kind of got into, like, you know, taking more pictures? Like, I'm trying to reroute the conversation, like, okay, tell me about you. You're telling me, like, you didn't used to really capture or take pictures or videos. Like, you know, when did that become a thing for you and why? Like, trying to pivot the conversation. So I think I successfully did it. From there, it was fine, but I was just like, I don't like when people are pushy like that. I don't like how you get a little mood about you. Like, if you had a plan of you thought it would be cute for, like, take me on a first date or whatever, I don't even think it's like first date. Like, I feel like that's my thing. That is the issue for me. I feel like sometimes when I'm on a first date, there are different types of dudes, but sometimes I attract the type of dude who is like already seeing it as us making memories, when I'm kind of seeing it as I'm just getting to know you to see if we will proceed to make any fucking memories. But like, even calling it like a first date, it's not in my mind like a one of many. And I think when it's like, oh, you're pushy to take my picture in front of a Hollywood sign, like you planned a moment and it didn't go how you wanted to go, it'd be like, there's a little bit of pressure on this situation I'm sensing when I don't know you. Like, calm down, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that was fine. The rest of the walk, it was like long, but it was okay. He would ask me questions I think are interesting, but he didn't actually mean it in an interesting way. For instance, like, he was like, oh, what's like your dream house? Like, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, for me, like, I don't really want the type of situation where I have a lot of rooms that I don't even utilize. Like, I definitely want like in my mind, I would want like 3 kids. So a house that like has space, of course, for all of us, but I don't like the whole wave of like white and sterile. Like, I'm really not a minimalist as much as I try to be. I'm kind of a maximalist. So I would want like something that's homey, comfortable, vibrant, colorful, maybe pieces from the places I've traveled kind of decorate the place. Definitely big on natural light. I love nature and views. I would want to be in like a neighborhood, and I love like wood. You know what I'm saying? Like wood floors, finishes. Like, I like wood. So that type vibe, but I'm not like white, sterile, mansion, large, chandelier. Like, that's not really the vibe, you know? And so I'm like, well, what about you? And he's like, well, for me, my house gotta be clean. I'm not coming home to no dirty dishes. Like, we gonna have like, you know, it's gonna be homey, but we gonna get shit done. And I'm like, I don't really think, like, was that what you meant? Like, what's your dream home? Clean? Like, it kind of feels like, duh, like, what the fuck? I was just like, what are we talking about? But it felt like him trying to open the door for a conversation on traditional values and what he wants in a woman, and I really don't give a fuck. We're gonna ASMR. We're gonna clean our makeup brushes. I don't care if you date some other chick, I'ma get you back, you ain't leaving, bitch. Damn. You left my shit on red, huh? You think it's funny fucking with my head, huh? Well, that's cool, I'ma chill, I ain't gon' snap, yo. You was my baby, my fucking cinnamon apple. I ain't even hating, I just want the best for you. Hold up. Baby, I'm the best for you. You add color to my canvas, make me feel like glitter. When your heart eat it up like a chicken dinner. But orange, you're glad that I'm persistent. Orange, you're glad that I'm nuts. I think you like it when I spiral and I blow your phone up. A little drama never killed a bitch, you know what I mean? And I'm the type to steal the show, so get this chick out my scene. Cause she a lemon head, she a chicken head, and she bald head. You love her, that's dead. Sunshine, sun ray, don't play, babe. You need me, I'm that shit you need, like your diet on leafy. And I'm only saying cause I want the best for you. I ain't hating, no. Baby, I'm the best for you. You add color to my canvas, make me feel like glitter. Little sour apple bitter, but I ain't no quitter. I'ma put a pin in the mushy shit, I'ma just skate. Got me on splash, all 5 Great Lakes. Feed it, eat it, it's edible. Furlough on gov like it's federal. If you new bitch wild out, let me know. Kicking niggas out like a dojo. I'ma keep it calm as a crazy bitch can. Put me in coach, my turn, 6 man. Hate your guts, you make me hurl. I'ma call Tyrone, I'ma call Earl. Curb this wine, I ain't a farm girl. They get in line, request my pearl. But